Assalamualaikum. Good day everyone. My name is Shahani T. Mastura with my partner Kaula D. Umal. This video, we were going to discuss all about the Chapter 4 Triumphs in Ateneo of Dr. Jose Rizal. 4 months after the martyrdom of Gomburza and with Doña Teodora still in prison, Jose, who had not yet celebrated his 11th birthday, was sent to Manila. He studied in the Ateneo Municipal, a college under the supervision of the Spanish Jesuits. Pagkatapos ng 4 na buwan na pagiging martir ni Gomburza at si Doña Teodora na nakakulong pa rin, si Jose ay ipinadala sa Maynila na hindi pa nagdidiwang ng 11 kaarawan. Siya ay nag-aral sa Ateneo Municipal, isang college school sa ilalim ng pangangasiwa ng mga Spanish Jesuits. Ang kolehiyo na ito ay karibal o kalaban ng pamamay-ari ng Friar or Dominican na College of San Juan de Letran. Ateneo Municipal, 1817, the city government established formerly the Escuela Pia Charity School for Poor Boys in Manila. Ang kolehiyo na ito ay itinatawag noon na Escuela Pia or Charity School para sa mga mahihirap na lalaki sa Maynila noong 1817. 1859, name was changed to Ateneo Municipal by the Jesuits and later became the Ateneo Manila. Nang makabalik ang mga Jesuits sa Pilipinas noong 1859, matapos silang palayasin noong 1768, ipinagkatiwala sa kanila ang pamamahala sa paaralan. Pinalitan nila ang pangalan nito bilang Ateneo Municipal, na kalaunan ay naging Ateneo de Manila. Dahil nawalan sila ng ari-arian noong panahon ng kanilang pagpapalayas, binigyan sila ng pagkakataong magturo. Sa loob lamang ng ilang taon, naging kilala ang Ateneo bilang isang mahusay na college school para sa mga lalaki. June 10, 1872, Jose, accompanied by Pasiano, went to Manila to take the entrance examinations on Christian doctrine, arithmetic, and reading at the College of San Juan de Letran and passed them all. His father was the first one who wished him to study at Letran, but he changed his mind and decided to send Jose at Ateneo instead. Noong June 10, 1872, sinamahan siya ng kanyang kapatid na si Pasiano sa Maynila upang kumuha ng entrance exams sa College of the San Juan de Letran at matagumpay niyang naipasa ang lahat ng mga pagsusulit doon. Pagkatapos nito, bumalik muna siya sa Calamba upang makasama ang kanyang pamilya at tumalo sa pista ng bayan. Noong unang plano ng kanyang tatay ay pag-aralin siya sa Letran, pero nagbagong isip nito at pinili na lang na ipasok si Rizal sa Ateneo. Father Magin Ferrando, College Registrar of Ateneo Municipal, refused to admit Jose because first, he was late for registration. Second, he was sickly and undersized for his age, 11 years old. Pagbalik ni Rizal sa Maynila kasama si Pasiano, nagtangkang magrehistro si Rizal sa Ateneo. Ngunit tumanggi si Father Ferrando ang register ng paaralan dahil huli na siya sa pagpaparegister at may sakit siya. At isa pa, maliit para sa kanyang edad, which is 11 years old lamang si Rizal doon. Sa kabila nito, dahil sa pakikisama ni Manuel Ceres Burgos, pamangkin ni Father Burgos, ay napapayag si Father Ferrando at tinanggap si Rizal sa Ateneo. Upon the intercession of Manuel Ceres Burgos, nephew of Father Burgos, he was admitted at Ateneo. Jose adopted the surname Rizal at the Ateneo because their family name Mercado had come under suspicion of the Spanish authorities. Si Jose Rizal ang unang gumamit ng apelyedong Rizal sa kanilang pamilya. Ginamit niya ito nang mag-enroll siya sa Ateneo kasi naging kahinahinala na sa mga Kastila ang dating apelyido nilang Mercado. Ang kuya niyang si Pasiano ay kilala ng mga otoridad gamit ang apelyedong Mercado at konektado siya kay Father Burgos, na isa sa mga pinatay sa Gomburza. Kaya para makaiwas sa problema at bantay ng mga Kastila, gumamit si Jose ng ibang apelyedo, which is ang Rizal. Ateneo was located in Intramuros within the walls of Manila. He first boarded in a house on Caraballo Street, 25 minutes walk from the college school. The boarding house was owned by Titay, who owed Rizal family 300 pesos. Jose boarded there to collect part of the debt. Noong nag-aral daw si Rizal sa Ateneo, kung saan nakalocate ang school niya sa Intramuros, una siyang tumira sa isang boarding house sa Caraballo Street. Ang may-ari ng boarding house na yon is si Miss Titay, a spinster or dalaga. May utang siya na 300 pesos sa pamilya ni Rizal. Kaya doon na lang tumira si Rizal para kahit papaano mabawasan ang utang ni Titay sa pamilya niya. Jesuits trained the character of the student by rigid discipline, humanities, and religious instruction. They heard Mass early in the morning before the beginning of daily class. Classes were opened and closed with prayers. Ang education system ng mga Jesuits sa Ateneo noon ay mas advanced kumpara sa ibang schools. Hindi lang academics ang tinuturo, kundi pati character formation sa pamamagitan ng discipline at religious instruction. Pinapahalagaan din nila ang physical fitness, arts, at science. Bukod sa degree courses, tulad ng Bachelor of Arts, may vocational courses din gaya ng agriculture, commerce, at mechanics. Bago magsimula at matapos ang klase, may dasal muna at nagsisimba rin ang mga estudyante tuwing umaga. Students were divided into two groups, Roman Empire and Carthaginian Empire. Roman Empire consisting of the interns or boarders with red banners. Carthaginian Empire composed of the externs or non-boarders with blue banners. Each of these empires had its rank. Students fought for positions. With 3 mistakes, opponent's position could lose his position. The first best is emperor, second best is tribune, third best is decurion, fourth best is centurion, last, fifth best is standard bearer. Sa Ateneo, hinati ang mga estudyante sa dalawang grupo, which is ang Roman Empire na mga boarders at Carthaginian Empire na mga non-boarders. May rango sila tulad ng mga nabanggit ko kanina. Ang mga estudyante ay pwedeng mag-challenge sa isa't isa gamit ang mga lessons, at kapag natalo ang officer, mawawala ang posisyon niya. If ang kanyang opponent ay magkaroon ng 3 mistakes, 3 pagkakamali, talo na ito. Palaging may labanan ang dalawang grupo para sa supremacy. May kanya-kanyang banners sila. Red para sa Romans at blue para sa Carthaginians. Kapag natalo ang isang grupo, unti-unting binababa ang posisyon ng kanilang banner hanggang sa tuluyang mapalitan ng figure ng donkey bilang tanda ng pagkatalo. Ateneo students' uniform is consisted of hemp fabric trousers and striped cotton coat. The coat was called rayadillo and was adopted as the uniform for Filipino troops during the days of the First Philippine Republic. Noong panahon ni Rizal, may uniform ang mga estudyante sa Ateneo na hemp fabric na pantalon at striped cotton coat na tinatawag na rayadillo. Ang tela na ito ay sumikat din kalaunan dahil ginamit bilang uniforme ng mga sundalo ng First Philippine Republic noon. June 1872, Rizal first heard Mass at the College Chapel. Noong unang araw ni Rizal sa Ateneo noong June 1872, nagsimba muna siya sa chapel at taimtim na nagdasal para sa gabay at tagumpay. Pagkatapos ng misa, pumasok siya sa klase kung saan nakita niya ang maraming estudyante, Espanyol, Mestizo at Pilipino. Rizal's first professor in Ateneo was Father Jose Beck. Rizal took private lessons in Santa Isabel College during noon recess to improve his Spanish language. He paying 3 pesos for those extra lessons. Nung bagong pasok si Rizal sa Ateneo, nilagay siya sa pinakamababa ng klase dahil mahina pa siya sa Spanish at externer siya. Kaya napunta siya sa grupo ng Carthaginians. Pero mabilis siyang umangat at sa loob lamang ng 1 buwan, naging emperor siya at nanalo ng kanyang unang premyo, isang religious picture na ipinagmamalaki niya. Para mas gumaling siya sa Spanish, kumuha rin siya ng private lesson sa Santa Isabel College na binabayaran niya ng 3 pesos. He placed second at the end of the year, although all his grades were still marked excellent. Sa ikalawang bahagi ng taon niya sa Ateneo, hindi na masyadong nagsikap si Rizal para mapanatili ang pagiging top dahil naiinis umano siya sa mga puna ng kanyang guro. Kaya sa dulo ng taon, pangalawa lang siya sa klase, kahit lahat ng grades niya ay puro excellent. March 1873, the school year is ended and Rizal returned to Calamba for summer vacation. Rizal didn't enjoy his summer because his mother was in prison, so Neneng Saturnina, her eldest sister, brought him to Tanawan. But without telling his father, he went to Santa Cruz to visit her mother in prison. He told her of his brilliant grades. During Rizal's vacation daw noong 1873, he was sad kasi nakulong ang nanay niya. Kahit dinala siya ni Saturnina sa Tanawan, hindi pa rin nawala ang lungkot niya. Kaya pumunta siya ng palihim sa Santa Cruz para dalawin ang nanay niya. At doon niya ibinalita lahat ng mga achievements niya sa Ateneo. After summer, he returned to Manila and now boarded inside Intramuros at number 6 Magallanes Street. Doña Pipay, who had a widowed daughter and 4 sons, was his landlady. Pagkatapos ng summer vacation, bumalik si Rizal sa Manila para sa second year niya sa Ateneo. Nakitira siya sa Intramuros sa bahay ni Doña Pipay. Rizal lost the class leadership, but he repented and even studied harder, once more became emperor. He received excellent grades in all subjects and a gold medal. Sa second year ni Rizal sa Ateneo, nagsisi siya na napabayaan niya ang studies dati kaya nagsikap siya para makabawi at naging emperor ulit. May mga bago siyang classmates, kasama na ang 3 galing Binyan. Pagkatapos ng school year, nakakuha siya ng mataas na grades at gold medal, kaya umuwi siyang tagumpay sa Calamba noong March 1874. Doña Teodora told her son of her dream the previous night. Rizal, interpreting the dream, told her that she would be released from prison in 3 months' time. It became true. Pag-uwi ni Rizal, dinalaw niya ang inang si Doña Teodora sa kulungan at pinasaya ito sa kanyang mga kwento at tagumpay sa Ateneo. Sinabi niya na makakalaya ito sa loob ng 3 buwan at natupad nga dahil nakalaya ang kanyang ina habang siya ay nag-aaral muli sa Manila. Doña Teodora linked his son to the youthful Joseph in the Bible in his ability to interpret dreams. Pagbalik ni Doña Teodora sa Calamba, lalo siya naging proud kay Jose at inihalin tulad ang kanyang anak kay Joseph na nasa Bible. Teenage interest in reading. The first favorite novel of Rizal was The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. His boyish imagination was stirred by the sufferings of Edmond Dantes, the hero, in prison, his spectacular escape from the dungeon of Chateau d'Ilf, his finding a buried treasure in the rocky island of Monte Cristo, and his dramatic revenge on his enemies who had wronged him. Nung summer vacation ni Rizal noong 1874, nahilig siya magbasa ng romantic at adventure novels. Paborito niya ang The Count of Monte Cristo ni Alexander Dumas na naka-impluensya sa kanya dahil sa kwento ng paghihirap, pagtakas, kayamanan at paghihiganti. Rizal also read non-fiction. He persuaded his father to buy a costly set of Cesar Cantus' historical work entitled Universal History. Bukod sa fiction, Nagbasa rin siya ng non-fiction tulad ng Universal History ni Cesar Cantu na malaking tulong sa kanyang pag-aaral at nagbigay sa kanya ng maraming premyo nung nag-aaral pa siya sa Ateneo. He also read Travels in the Philippines by Dr. Fyodor Jagor, a German scientist traveler who visited Philippines in 1859 to 1860. He was impressed by Jagor's keen observations of the defects of Spanish colonization, also his prophecy that someday Spain would lose the Philippines and the America would come to succeed her as colonizer. Binasa rin niya ang Travels in the Philippines si Dr. Jagor nang nagpakita ng kahinaan ng Spain bilang kolonya at naghulang balang araw mawawala ito sa Pilipinas at papalitan ng Amerika. Third year in Ateneo, 1874 to 1875. June 1875, he returned to the Ateneo for his junior year. Noong 1874, bumalik si Rizal sa Ateneo para sa junior year niya. Ilang araw lang matapos magbukas ang klase, dumating ang kanyang ina at masayang ibinalita na nakalaya na siya, gaya ng prediction ni Rizal noon sa kulungan. Labis na natuwa si Rizal na makita muli ang kanyang ina bilang isang malayang babae. His grades remained excellent in all subjects, but he won only one medal in Latin. He failed to win the medal in Spanish because his spoken Spanish was not fluently sonorous. Maganda pa rin ang grades ni Rizal pero iisa lang ang napanalunan niyang medal sa Latin. Natalo siya sa Spanish medal dahil hindi gaano ka-fluent ang kanyang pagsasalita ng Spanish. March 1875, Rizal returned to Calamba for summer vacation. Umuwi siya noon sa Calamba para sa summer vacation. Hindi siya kontento sa naging performance niya sa school at inamin niyang umuwi siyang hindi satisfied.
1875, he became an attorney in Ateneo. Professor Francisco de Paula Sanchez, one of his professors, inspired him to study harder and write poetry. Rizal, best professor in Ateneo. So, itong ganyang professor ang nag-inspire sa kanyang gumawa ng poetries and to study harder. Kaya naman siya ang favorite ni Rizal sa lahat ng kanyang naging professor. So, he returned to Calamba with 5 medals and excellent ratings. So, umuwi siya sa Calamba ng may dala-dalang 5 medals and excellent ratings. Last year of Rizal in Ateneo, 1876-1877. Rizal excelled in all subjects. He is the most brilliant Atenean. He was the truly pride of the Jesuits. So, siya ang pinakamatalino na Atenean na nag-aaral sa Ateneo. Graduation with highest honors. March 23, 1877, Rizal, 16 years old, received from his alma mater, Ateneo Municipal, the degree of Bachelor of Arts with highest honors. So, sa kanyang murang edad ay nakareceive na siya ng highest honors dahil nga sa taglay niyang katalinuhan. So, sa pinagabihan ng kanyang graduation, hindi siya makatulog dahil sa kanyang excitement. At nagdasal siya na sana ay gabayan siya sa kanyang next journey after ng kanyang graduation. Extracurricular activities in Ateneo. So, ito yung mga extracurricular activities na sinalihan ni Rizal sa Ateneo. He was an active member, later secretary of Marian Congregation, a religious society. He was accepted because of his academic brilliance and devotion to Our Lady Immaculate Conception, the college patroness. So, tinanggap siya doon sa Ateneo dahil sa kataglay niyang talino. He also a member of the Academy of Spanish Literature and the Academy of Natural Sciences. He studied painting under Agustin Saez, a famous painter, sculpture under Romualdo de Jesus. So, nag-aral siya ng painting, sculpture, etc. He continued his physical training under his sport-minded Tio Manuel. So, nag-continue siya ng kanyang sport-minded na under kay Tio Manuel. In short, madaming sinalihan si Rizal na curricular activities dahil sa kanyang taglay na talino at dahil sa kanyang pagiging talented sa lahat ng bagay. So, let's proceed to sculptural works in Ateneo. The Virgin Mary on piece of particular Philippines hardwood. He carved an image of the Virgin Mary on a piece of particular Philippines hardwood with his pocket knife. The Jesuit's father were amazed. Father Leonard requested him to carve for him an image of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. He intended to take the image with him in Spain but forgot to do so. So the Ateneo boarders placed it on the door of their dormitory. It plays a significant part in Rizal last hours at Fort Santiago. So let's proceed to anecdotes on Rizal the Atenean. Number 1. Si Felix M. Rojas. He related an incident of Rizal's school days in the Ateneo which reveals the hero's resignation to pain and forgiveness. Number 2. Manuel Serres Burgos. His anecdote on Rizal illustrates his predilection to help the helpless the risk of his own life. Let's proceed to poems written in Ateneo. Number 1 is Mi Primera Inspiration, my first inspiration. So, ang inspiration na dito ay ang kanyang mother. Sinulat na ito nung siya ay 14 years old pa lamang. So, naging inspiration na dito yung kanyang mother dahil sa pagmamahal niya sa kanyang mother. So, in 1875, inspired by Francisco Sanchez, he wrote more poems such as, nagsulat siya ng more poems, Felicitación, El Embarque, Himno La Flota de Magallanes, The Departure, Hymn to Magellan's Fleet, Y.S. Español, El Cano, El Primero, and La Vuelta al Mundo, and he is a Spanish El Cano. The first circulum navigate the world, El Combate of Orbitondo, Terra de Holo, the Battle of Orbitondo, Terra to Holo. In 1876, he wrote a poems on religious education, memories, and war, etc. in memory of my town. Man's placid, transparent, and earthly life to education he dedicates because of her art and science-born man. As from the high mount above, the pure rivulet flows undulates, so education behind measure gives the country tranquility. Secure Jose Rizal education gives luster to motherland. So let's proceed to Rizal poems on education. Through education, our motherland received light education, placed in the progress and welfare of a nation. The intimate alliance between religion and good education show that education without God is not true education. So ito yung paniniwala ni Rizal. Binibilong pa rin niya yung God sa kahit na anong marating niya. So, Rizal religious poem, Al Niño Jesus, written when he was 14 years old, expressing his Catholic faith devotion. So the last one, Ila Virgin Maria to the Virgin Mary. So let's proceed the first romance of Rizal. He experienced his first romance with Segunda Katimbak, a pretty 14-year-old Batanggueña from Lipa. One Sunday, Rizal visited his maternal grandmother in Trozo, Manila, with his friend Mariano Katimbak, one of whom was an attractive girl who mysteriously caused his heart to palpitate. With strange ecstasy was Segunda. His grandmother's guest urged him to draw Segunda's portrait. From time to time, he reminisced, she looked at me and blushed. Rizal came to know Segunda more intimately during weekly visit to Concordia College, where his sister was boarding student. Olympia and Segunda was a close friend. There was indeed a love at first sight, but Segunda was already engaged to be married to Manuel Luz.
Pagkatapos magtapos sa Ateneo, naranasan ni Rizal ang kanyang unang pag-ibig sa edad na 16. Ang babae ay si Segunda Katigbak, isang 14-year-old Batanggueña at kapatid ng kaibigan niyang si Mariano. Una niya itong nakilala sa bahay ng kanyang lola sa Trozo, kung saan ipininta pa niya ang portrait ni Segunda. Mas nakilala pa niya ito tuwing bumibisita siya sa La Concordia College, kung saan boarding student ang kapatid niyang si Olympia Mercado na close friend ni Segunda. Naging mutual ang kanilang feelings, pero hindi sila nagkatuluyan dahil engaged na si Segunda kay Manuel Luz. Si Rizal, bagamat matalino at artistic, ay nahihiyang magpahayag ng damdamin, kaya nagtapos ang kanilang love story nang hindi siya umamin.
In December 1877, Rizal said goodbye to Segunda Katigbak before going home to Calamba. Through Segunda secretly wished he would confess his feelings. Rizal remained shy and only said farewell at home. His family teased him about her knowing of his romance. When Segunda passed by Binyan, she waved at him, but again he failed to express his love. Eventually, their romance ended because of his shyness, and Segunda later married Manuel Luz. Rizal, heartbroken, cherished the memories but described it as his first tragic love. So, that's all. Thank you.